Good morning, everyone. My name is Francia. Today we're going to practice a nice, gentle, but kind of moving Vinyasa meditation practice. It's normally our Ashtanga day on Tuesday, but we're going to put this in here because today is Moon Day, so we don't practice Ashtanga on Moon days. So let's come to a comfortable seated position. Allow your hips to settle onto your cushion or onto the floor. Kind of move yourself around a little bit if you need to. Make sure that your heels are lined up, your knees feel open. Allow your hips and your psoas and your hip flexors to kind of just settle into this position for a moment before adding anything else. Soften the shoulders, maybe even close the eyes. Allow yourself here a couple rounds of breath. See if you can notice which nostril is working a little bit easier or a little bit more open than the other. Center your attention, quiet the mind, calm the nervous system, preparing for our practice today. And slowly, gently, with the next exhale breath, we'll gently blink the eyes open, bring our awareness into our space. We're going to start with a gentle twist. So just take a nice deep breath, move your body over to the side. You can place one hand onto the knee, or you can just kind of let the hand go in front, whatever is more comfortable for you. Don't go too deep right now. We're just starting to move into the body. Maybe take the gaze over the back shoulder. Allow the lower belly to draw up and in. Stay grounded and rooted through the sits bone. And then exhale, come back to center, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, you can just let that front arm rest on the floor in front, or you can take it to the opposite knee. Allow yourself some space here to maneuver, to settle into the twist. And then when you're ready, taking over to the right shoulder, looking back. You shouldn't be leaning back or forward here, nice and upright. Might be nice to feel a little stretch in the neck as well. And exhale, slowly coming back to center. Do one more time just like that. Again, hand can be in front. It can be on the knee. Gazing back over back shoulder. If that back hand is not really needed, you're not using it, you're not putting any weight on it, you can maybe take it towards the right or opposite thigh. If it doesn't quite reach the thigh, just let it rest at your waist, wherever it's comfortable for you. Allow the breath to move effortlessly here, even though we're in the twist. Let the breath guide you into a sense of ease as you rotate through the torso. And then exhale, release the back arm first, release the front arm, come back to center, and last time, other side. So again, hand in front, hand on the knee, your choice, gazing back. Determining here whether or not you need that back hand. If it needs to stay there, then keep it there. But if there's no weight and if you don't really need it back there, you can bend the elbow, reach the hand around towards the kidney, maybe finding the thigh, if possible. Again, we don't want to overdo it here. We're starting to simply warm up the body. We're moving into the space of the twist with ease, with gentleness. Breathing through any static energy we may find. And then exhale, release the hand. Back hand, come back to center, release the front hand, kind of shake it out a bit. Inhale, draw the arms up, create sense of space and lift. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Let's take the right hand down to the floor, left arm up and over, inhale. Exhale as you reach the bottom elbow towards the floor. Inhale back up. And release. Exhale. Good. Again, inhale, arms up and extend. Exhale, hands to prayer. Left arm down, reaching towards the floor. Right arm up and over. Exhale as you lower the left elbow down towards the floor. Keep reaching, keep lengthening. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale. One more time each side. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to prayer. right arm to the floor. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale, fold into the elbow as you reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, both arms down. Other side. Inhale, up. With the arms, palms together. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, left arm reaches. Right arm up and over. Exhale, fold into the elbow. Inhale, up and extend. Exhale, both arms down. Shake out the shoulders. Good. Let's come to a tabletop position next. We can move the props out of the way for a moment. As we find ourselves in tabletop, let's take a moment to press a little weight into the hands. Maybe a little weight forward, a little weight back, or maybe some swaying of the hips and the shoulders side to side, just rocking your body from one side to the other. Keeping the fingers nice and strong, keeping a nice engagement in the shoulders, maybe even drawing some circles with the hips and shoulders, both directions. And then coming back to center, round through the back as you exhale, curl it under, cat pose. Inhale, lift and sway, shoulders back, hips up. Again, exhale. Curl it under. Inhale, lift and open. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Exhale, coming to flat back. We're going to tuck the toes under, lift up through the knees, stay here for a moment, engage the shoulders, draw in through the belly, and then exhale, swing your hips back to come to downward facing. Let's keep the knees soft here for this first downward facing dog. Now let's start to pedal out the legs. As every time you come into a brand new downward facing dog, especially if it's the first one of the day, take some moments, some time to move your body through the space of the asana. So we're not trying to fit into a mold, but instead we're trying to figure out where our limits are, where the body needs to be at what particular time. And as you start to warm up, maybe the heels can press down towards the floor. Maybe you can lift up through the toes. Lengthen through the backs of the legs by lifting the knees and contracting the quadriceps. Notice and observe the space in the shoulders. Keep the shoulder blades kind of rotating around and back, plugging them in towards the armpits. The lower belly draws deeply in. The head is long as the neck relaxes. There's no tension in the neck here. Stabilize your breathing here for just a few moments. One more deep breath. Slow releasing the exhale. And then looking forward between the hands, we're going to walk the feet halfway up the mat. Keep the feet separated about hip width. Bend into the elbows, bend into the knees, bring the rib cage towards the thighs. And let's take a hanging forward fold. Just like in downward facing dog, for our first one, you can keep those knees soft. You can add some rocking, some swaying. As we work on our flexibility and as we work on our body awareness, we start to realize how long we need to be in a particular shape before we can add some more engagement. So then as you start to kind of settle the weight of your body onto the feet, the toes, the heels, the insides of the feet, the outsides of the feet, then you can start to engage by lifting the kneecaps, again, drawing up through the quadriceps. This is going to create a deep stretch into the back of your legs. Roll the weight forward towards the toes so that you can feel this full stretch all the way up into the hips. And then exhale, let's release the hands down, press them onto the floor, lift the chest, walk the hands slightly forward here so that you can find yourself in this kind of standing tabletop, basically. You're going to take that right hand more into the center of the body, bend into the right knee, and open the left arm out. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Switching sides, left hand in the center, left knee bends. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. 2 more times. Switching sides. Right knee bends. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Last time, or the second to last time on the left. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Now the last time on the right. Inhale, open and hold. Looking up, 1. Front shoulders, 2. Look up towards left fingertips, 3. Roll the weight forward slightly, 4. And 5. Exhale, release. Left hand down, left knee bends, right arm. Inhale, hold. Fingers together at the right hand, thumb with the rest of the fingers, 2. Shoulders stack, 3. Weight forward just a little bit, 4. Gaze up towards right thumb, 5. Exhale, come down. Once more, take your hanging forward fold here. Hold on to opposite elbows, let your body hang heavy. Stabilize with the breath. Now the hands can come back down to the floor, walking the feet back. Take your downward facing dog once more. Play with the distance between the feet and the hands. Maybe a little wider dog, maybe a little narrower dog. You choose. Feet should be about hip width apart here. Maybe a little bit closer if you want to feel more into your hips. And then exhale, bring the knees down. Settle the feet, take balasana, hips down to the heels, hands by the feet, forehead to the mat. Relax the shoulders. Stabilize the breath. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhale, slowly rolling up to hero's pose. Remember that if hero's pose bothers you, use a block underneath your hips or place a blanket or a towel between the legs, between the thighs and the calves. That's going to help quite a bit any discomfort that you may feel in your knees. From here, inhale, arms up, shoulders back, interlace the fingers, reach the palms up towards the ceiling. Let's keep the chin down towards the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. And then exhale, take another twist, right hand to left knee, left hand behind, look over left shoulder. Use the right hand as leverage to pull. Inhale, back up, interlace fingers, palms up, chin down towards the chest, shoulders back and down. Exhale, take your twist the other direction, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Look over right shoulder, using that left hand as leverage to twist. And exhale, slowly coming back to center. Kind of shake out the shoulders a little bit. Coming forward onto the forearms, tuck the toes under for a moment. We're going to take a forearm plank. So walk your forearms forward, away from your knees. Separate your elbows so that your elbows are directly underneath the shoulders, palms down on the floor. Then we can extend one leg, extend the other leg, find our forearm plank, engage the core, push into the shoulders. 1. Stabilize with your breath. 2. Draw in through the center line of the body, so keep the core strong. 3. 4. We're almost there, but we're not going to come out. Now with this 5th one, let's rock the heels back and forward. So we're just moving the weight back and forward. 1. Pressing into the shoulders. 2. Strong. 3. Heels forward, heels back. 4. Last one. Keep it steady. Good. 5. Hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the hips down. Open your feet slightly to take your cobra pose or your sphinx pose, I should say. Relax the glutes. Let the belly release. Let the psoas release. Whew, that felt more like a Wednesday morning routine than a Tuesday morning. All right, we're done with that. Soften the shoulders, gaze forward. Stabilize again with the breath. Come back to an equanimous state each time. Now exhale, press into the hands. See if you can get a little bit more lift into the back. You can always keep the elbows soft. You don't have to lock them out. And then you can have those hands slide forward as much as you need them to. They don't need to be underneath you. Open the heart and chest, shoulders roll back, chin forward. Stabilize here again with the breath. Try to relax into the glutes. Don't tense up in the glutes. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. And then exhale, elbows back down, coming back to Sphinx. And usually when you come back to Sphinx, it feels a lot more gentle, a lot easier. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, nice and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, nice and down. Inhale, up and hold. Exhale, down and release. Open the elbows. Make a little pillow for your head. Bring the feet together. And just sway a little bit through the hips. A little swinging side to side. Rock out the hips a little bit. If you felt a lot of that creating pressure into your lower back, usually that means that you were either pushing too much with your arms, you needed to keep a little shorter bend, a little bend in the elbow, or slide the hands forward a bit, or even relax your glutes. So you want to make sure that when you do those types of movements, there's no tension in the glutes. It's going to lock your sacrum if you do that. And it's so natural for us to squeeze the glutes when we go into back bends, which we do need to engage. We just don't want to squeeze too hard. And then we're going to release the toes, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press up to upward facing. Open the back, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths, moving into our next flow or vinyasa. From here, we're going to take the weight onto the left hand, draw the right hand to the left ankle, find another twist. Looking out from underneath the left shoulder. Exhale, slowly release, other side. Strong standing arm pull with your left hand against your right ankle. Inhale back to center. Taking the left foot slightly in towards the right foot. Inhale, right leg comes up, point through the toe, reach to the lengthen through that right side body. And then exhale, place it down. Bring the right foot to the center and the left foot reaches up. Point through the toe, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it back down. Open up the feet once more, downward facing. We're going to put those two together. Do the left side first and then the right. So weight to the left hand, right hand to the left ankle. Twist the body underneath the left shoulder. Exhale, take the hand down. Taking that right leg, bring weight to it as his left leg lifts up. Find length through the torso. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Other side. Inhale, left hand to right ankle. Twist underneath towards the right. Inhale, bring the left hand back. Left foot center. And inhale, right leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down, back to downward facing dog. Hold here, adding on. Exhale, right hand to left ankle, find your twist. Inhale, bringing the right hand back, right foot center as you exhale. Inhale, left arm up, or left leg up, sorry. Inhale again, looking forward, step the left foot in between the hands. Take a lunge. As we find our lunge here, you want to bring your weight either forward towards the toes and then back towards the heel, adding a little rocking. If you need a block, you can use one or two blocks. If you use one, you can place it behind your left ankle so that you have both hands on the block. If you don't need the block, you can just bring your fingertips to the floor as we rock forward and back. And now let's hold the forward position. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, steady the breath. You can come onto your thigh for a bit of balance, lifting the chest, lifting the shoulders. Keep the back leg strong. You're grounding through the right ball of the right foot. And exhale, take the hands down. See if you can bring the hands up behind you to find a little bit of balance here. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, take your downward facing. Good, we're gonna repeat that on the other side. Before we do that, just take a couple of breaths in downward facing dog. All right, let's go for it. So bring weight to the right hand, left hand to the right ankle, twist the body, stabilize with that right hand. Make sure it doesn't slip, use your fingers. And slowly release, left hand down. Inhale, left foot, get closer to the right as the right leg comes up. Reach to your three-legged dog. Exhale, take that right leg all the way through between the hands. Take a moment to stabilize and start to rock your weight forward and back. Now, it doesn't have to be a big movement. This could be a very small, tiny movement of just rocking the weight gently forward and back. Or it can be really pronounced, kind of bringing the right leg straight as you go back and really pushing the knee forward as you go forward. So your choice. Remember, you can always use your blocks. You can come to your fingertips, or you can even have your palms down on the floor if that's accessible for you. Maybe on this side it might be. And then let's go ahead and hold with the forward motion. So forward motion, we hold, settle into the left foot, nice strong left leg, right knee stacked over the ankle. Make any adjustments you need to. If you feel good, hands on the thigh, and we're just gonna keep the hands on the thigh for this one. So just allow your arms to push into the thigh, top of the knee, so that you can elevate your torso and bring your chest up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, let's take it down, but instead of bringing hands to the floor, let's reach them back. Kind of finding a little bit of balance here. Inhale again, and then exhale, hands come down, right foot steps back. Once more, take your downward facing dog. Easy breath here as we stabilize through the shoulders and hips, drawing into the lower belly. Let the head relax, no tension in the neck. Exhale, slowly bring the knees down. Let's take an extended child's pose. Separate the knees wide, arms reach forward, chest towards the mat, chin down or forehead down, whatever feels right for you. Let the hips or the knees widen as you lower the hips back and down, big toes touching. Stay here. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Sliding the hands down underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press up. Bring the knees together and once more back to our hero's pose. Moving on to the feet. So we're going to come forward, tuck the toes under. Find yourself either in this leaning forward position, or if it's accessible for you, come up and balance on your feet. So you should feel a nice stretch into the toes, into the soles of the feet. Now we're going to take a twist over to the left. This time both arms extend and just look over to the left. Reach to the fingertips. So we're using the strength of the arms and not the bind by pressing into the thigh, but instead by using the torso. Exhale, come back to center, relax the shoulders, take a moment, and then inhale, let's do the other side. Over to the right, looking over towards the right thumb. Stay strong in the legs. I know those toes are feeling right now. Exhale, come back to center. If you need to come out of the toes, you can, and then do the last one on the tops of your feet. Otherwise, stay here, and let's take it to the side. Bring a little bit more weight back, reach to that left arm. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, lengthen torso. Exhale, swing it back. Looking back over the right shoulder, nice long spine, lean back a little bit. Exhale, take it to center. And then let's lean forward, give those toes a break. One foot and then the other, and gently tap them out to relax them. So I'm a big believer that we want to make sure that our feet are nice and strong and flexible for all the amazing things that we do. They hold a lot of weight for us. Move the ankles around, give them a little love. And then we're going to come to seated. So cross your ankles. You're going to use your arms to push your knees up off the floor. Keep the tops of the feet on the mat. Slide the feet forward. Stay here for a moment. See if you can slide one leg through, then the other, and come to a seated position. Let's take Paschimottanasana. Starting with Dandasana position, hands on either sides of the hips, lift the chest, shoulders back and down, tuck the chin towards the chest. Try to lift the chest towards the chin. See if you can keep the arms straight, legs strong, feet flexed. And then exhale, take your forward fold. Maybe grab the toes or the ankles. See what you can reach for. Inhale, create space as the shoulders move back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take your fold. If you have a big gap between your head and your shins, and your block is nearby, you can place your block there so that your head has somewhere to rest. Let the shoulders move back in space. Keep the neck long, the legs long, the spine and abdomen long. Everything lengthens here and just folds forward, like closing a laptop. Your screen, which is your upper body, closing onto the keyboard, which is your lower body. Let's stay here for a couple more breaths. Now notice that if you're using a prop like the block to rest your head, I'm going to ask you to remove it for the next version of Paschimottanasana. So you can remove the block, get a tighter grip, so maybe reach around the sides of the feet or interlace your fingers. And now as you exhale, fold again, and you'll find, hopefully, that perhaps your face can touch your shin. Move the shoulders back in space. Keep the space here between your ears and your shoulders. Neck is long. Inhale, let's lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, see if you can bring the right hand to the outside of your left foot or ankle or thigh, whatever you can reach. Left hand behind, and again, let's do a nice easy twist. Looking over that left shoulder. Exhale, come back. Switch now so that the left foot grabs the outside of the right foot. Inhale, open the chest to the right. Right hand behind you, look over the right shoulder. And exhale, slowly release. One more time, take your forward fold. This time, don't hold the feet. Just let your hands rest wherever they may and allow your head to come down. Again, if you do still need the prop, you can use that to hold your head up. But if you don't need it, or if it's not necessary, then there's no need for it. You can just leave it out. Keep moving the shoulders back in space, strong legs. And then inhale, slowly lift halfway. Exhale, come back up to upright, back to our Dandasana position, our owl position. And we're going to bend the knees, cross the feet. Give yourself a nice hug, round the back, forehead to the knees. Nice, easy, deep breath. Slow exhale, slowly lift the head. And we're going to move into a little Navasana flow. So we're going to start with the toes on the floor, arms forward, lean back slightly. Inhale, lift the chest. Bring both hands over to the side for a gentle twist. But you're using core, so it's not so gentle because you got to engage. Bring it back to center. Exhale. Inhale, other side. Hold as you breathe. Exhale, come back to center. Maybe the feet can come up. If not, you can keep those toes on the floor. Again, moving over to one side. Use the torso here to keep you contracted, stay balanced. Here back through to center. Exhale, other side. Nice and steady, no fight, no force. Inhale back to center. See if you can hold on to the back of the legs. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Try to stay balanced. Relax the feet, forehead to the knees, shoulders away from the ears. Stay holding on to your arms here. And slowly lift the head. Release the arms. Cross the feet. Bring the hands forward. Inhale, pick yourself up. Walk your feet back to downward facing dog. And allow the breath to stabilize. We're going to take the right foot behind the left as we twist the torso. Inhale and exhale as you push into that left heel. Exhale, come back to center. Take that same right leg up to three-legged dog. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, take the right foot on the outside of the right hand. So instead of in between, to the outside. Both hands on the inside of that right leg. Push the right shoulder and the right knee together, strong as you come down into your lunge. If you like, you can lower your forearms down onto a block. That's a possibility, or even down to the floor if you have nice open hips. Keep your right foot grounded and your right knee pressing against that right shoulder. Don't let it open out to the side. Exhale, lower the left knee to the floor and stay here just a few more breaths. So we've changed the dynamic of the asana by lowering that left knee down. If you have room and you feel like it's accessible for you, maybe lower the height of the block or remove it altogether to bring your elbows to the floor. Inhale, slowly press into the hands. Just move the block off to the side for a moment while we get ourselves back up. Left toe tucks under, straighten left leg, right leg slide back, take a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Last one, last time. Let's take the left foot behind the right. Toes are down, press back into that right heel. Find your twist in the torso, in the lower belly, and in the hips. And then exhale, take it back to center, and that same left leg comes up for three-legged dog. Press back to the chest, towards the right thigh, right heel down, left toe up. And inhale, taking that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Find yourself in your lizard pose. So we start with the toe on the floor, opening through the hip, and then if it's possible for you, maybe bringing the elbows to the floor or to the block. Your choice here. Don't overdo it. If it feels too much, just stay on your hands. Shoulders back and away. The left knee pressing against the left shoulder. Inhale to release any tension or tightness. Exhale, let's lower the right knee down. Stay here a few more breaths, changing the dynamic of the posture, but still keeping the integrity of it. So we're not finding a full relaxation here. This is still work. If you're using the block, maybe try lowering it down one more level or removing it altogether. See what happens. Reach the top of the head forward, shoulders back and down. Stabilize with the breath. Pressing that left knee against left shoulder. And then slowly, hands back on the floor. You could move the block away. Tuck the back toe under, straighten the right leg. Then walking that left leg back to high plank. Last time, take your chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. We're going to come to seated here. So looking forward between the hands, stepping one foot and then the other, crossing at the ankles, sit the hips down, and let's lay it all the way down onto the back. Relax the shoulders. You could come into a constructive rest pose by keeping the feet apart, knees together. Hands can rest at the belly, at the rib cage. Maybe split the hands, or you can even have the arms up over the head, relaxing the elbows, keeping the fingers together. Take a moment here to really deepen through your breath, letting go of the work, of the effort. Exhale slowly, bringing the arms down if you have them lifted. And then we're going to bring the knees into the chest to give the lower back a little massage. I like to keep my knees slightly open, about hip width, when I do my rocking, and then you can hold the knees or you can hold your wrists. Move in whatever way feels good for you. One thing I've been trying lately is creating this figure 8 shape with my hips. So I would move down to the left to back up, down and to the right, and back up, kind of making this infinity sign with my sacrum. Try that if you like, or just simple circles, or whatever you like. And once you kind of feel like you're pretty settled, just come back. Maybe let the knees move a little bit away from you. That's going to target lower in the area of the sacrum. The closer your knees are, the higher up. The further they are away, the lower down. You're going to feel the pressure against the floor. And then bring the knees back in. Hold on to the feet. Inhale, lift the heels. Little happy baby. Ananda Balasana. Again, you can move and sway and rock. Or you can be still. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower the heels down. Let's take a little reclined Baddha Konasana here. So we're holding on to the soles of the feet and we're letting the knees open out to the sides, flatten out the back. Try not to force your body here, just be where you are. We did quite a bit of twist today, so let's release a little bit through the neck. We're gonna take Halasana and Karna Pindasana. So counter indications for these next two postures are if you're on your cycle, if you have any neck injuries, then you want to avoid these next two postures. You can just take Viparita Karani, which is legs up the wall. But if you're able to, then we're going to release the feet. We're going to plant the hands down on the floor. And again, if you're in Viparita Karani, then you can be here. That's a wonderful place to be. It's not really doing much for your neck, but if you tuck your chin in a little bit, you might feel a bit of stretch there. For those of you that are trying, then we're going to go ahead and pick the hips up, push them back, and try to bring the toes to the floor. Once the toes are down, you can kind of arrange yourself here by maybe pointing the toes. If your toes are hovering, please bring your hands to your lower back so that you can use your arms to help support your weight. Only when the toes or the tops of the feet touch down, then can we release the arms. We can just have them extended, palms down. Remember, this is for the neck, so we're not trying to overdo it here too much. And now let's take Karna Pindasana, bending at the knees, squeezing the temples or the ears with the knees, trying to get the knees to the floor, rounding deeply through the back. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. Keep your weight in your shoulders. Easy breathing, toes and heels together. And then exhale, slowly release. You can bring your hands back to your lower back as you lift up like you're going into a shoulder stand. Only if you feel like that's something your body can do here. And then exhale, slowly lower the hips down, sliding the hands up the thighs, and we'll all be back in Viparita Karani in our legs up position. Relax the feet, maybe flex and sway through the feet. Move the head side to side, ear towards right shoulder, ear towards left shoulder. One more time with the head. And then slowly back to center. Start to bend the knees, lower the feet down. We're going to take it one more twist. So taking that left leg extended, right hand or right leg into the body, taking the right leg over so that the knee can come down towards the floor. Right arm can go up to the ceiling and then out to the side. Finding your rotation, you can look right. You can just keep your head looking up or even close your eyes here. Settling in. One more breath. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. One more time, hugging that right knee in towards the body, reach to the left toes. Inhale, right leg straightens, arms down, and lowering the right leg down, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes in, squeeze it into the body, get a nice tight squeeze here. And then holding the leg with your right hand, take it all the way over to the right, as much as you can. The left arm can go up towards the ceiling, and then softly bend the elbow, drop the left arm back. Again, looking to the left, or simply keeping your head stable. Eyes can be closed. It's okay if the knee doesn't touch the floor, but use your right hand to guide it in that direction. It's okay if the left shoulder doesn't touch the floor, but use the weight of your left side body and your arm to guide it in that direction. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, slowly making your way back to center, hugging that left knee in one more time. And then release the left leg up straight, point the toes, arms down by your sides. Exhale, lower the left leg down. And we'll go ahead and separate the feet and the arms. Take your shavasana here, relax the shoulders. Nice deep inhale, slow, gentle exhale, letting go of tension or tightness. Slowly and gently, we begin to bring awareness back to our bodies and breath, this space that we find ourselves in. We'll start to add a little wiggling and movement to the fingers and the toes, the wrists, the ankles. Maybe bend the knees and the forearms. Once more, take constructive rest. To come back to seated, you can simply bring the knees to the chest and roll up. Or my favorite is roll over onto your side. Take a moment here. Inhale, slowly pressing ourselves up to seated. Giving yourself the opportunity to align the heels. Let the knees fold out to the sides. Settle the hips down, relax the shoulders, steady your breath. And let's just go through a little round of breathing here. Inhaling deeply, noticing and observing once more which side, which nostril is a little bit more open, a little bit more clear. See if you can notice those pauses between the in-breath and the out-breath. Relax every muscle in your body as you continue to deepen your breath. Let go of tension in the jawline, shoulders, temples. The tongue move away from the roof of the mouth. And with the next inhale, bring our palms together at the center of the heart, and we'll seal the space of our practice, our effort, our work, our dedication with the sound Om. Inhale to begin. Om. Namaste.